Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my video on crystal tool siphons. Using the prif's crystal chest, you can get over 7 million GP an hour. This includes the profit you get from actually opening up all of the keys and then the profit from the crystal tool siphons as well. You don't make a ton of crystal tool siphons in an hour, but it's such a good added bonus and it's really worthwhile to do. So let's get into the video. Starting off as always with the requirements for this method. First up is the requirements as always. The first and main thing is the Priftinus chest being unlocked. This means you need to have access to Priftinus, and that means you've got to do the Plague's End quest. A Beast of Burden helps tons here as well, so a War Tortoise is decent, but a Pack Yak will be so beneficial. An upgraded gem bag from Dungeoneering tokens so you can hold all of those Dragonstones inside the bag. This minimises the amount you have to bank. Another thing is the attuned crystal teleport seed or the camouflage outfit. Either of these things allow you to teleport to the Ironworth district to get back to the chest very quickly when banking. And then when you bank, you can use any quick teleport towards a bank so you can speed up the process as much as possible. The only other added thing that you could get is invention unlock, so you can use those crystal tool siphons for your advantage and make that 7 mil an hour. But as I'll show it in this video, you can easily make 5 mil an hour without the need for invention. Anyway, let's start getting into the method. The only drawback to this method is you can only buy 100 keys per 4 hours. A way you can get more than 100 keys an hour is buying the tooth half a key and loop half a key and combining them together. You can buy 100 of each half every 4 hours as well, which means you're going to get 200 keys every 4 hours instead of 100. It really doesn't take long to combine them either. When it comes to the actual method, you can use your crystal teleport seed or your outfit to teleport to the Ironworth district. In your preset, you want to have a certain amount of keys. What I did is I had 14 keys in my pack yak and 12 keys in my inventory alongside the gem bag. This made me able to open 26 keys per inventory pretty easily with no big issues to inventory management. Every so often I would have to click my Beast of Burden and then chuck loads of items in him so I could have more inventory space. But that literally takes a couple of seconds and then you can get back to looting the chest. The only other thing is you want to keep on filling up your gem bag so you don't have loads and loads of gems filling up your inventory. Doing 26 a run can take anywhere between 1.5 minutes and 3 minutes depending on how unlucky you get with loots. If it constantly gives you loads of rune bars, it gives you 3 rune bars at the same time, which means you're going to have to add a lot to your Beast of Burden. This slows it down a little bit, and if you get a lot of the gems where it gives you loads of rubies and diamonds, you have to keep on filling up your bag, which slows it down. But for the most part, it's usually around 2 to 2.5 minutes unless you get super unlucky. Obviously, when you're banking, you can use something like a Toggle Zo to instantly get to a bank, or if you don't have anything like that, the Wilderness Sword gets you pretty close to the Edgefield bank. Just use the best thing you can to get as close to a bank as possible so you can minimize the time it needs to bank. When you get to the bank, make sure you empty your gem bag and then teleport back with your seed or your outfit. Then you just repeat this over and over again until you've done all of your keys. When it comes to the loot that I got from this hour of the crystal chest, I used 978 keys, which means I spent 38 mil on the keys. I think I spent a little tiny bit less than 38, but it's easier just to say 38. This means that I made 5.18 million profit because I got 43,182,135 GP from all of those items. On top of this, I got 41 crystal tree blossoms, which is enough for 4 crystal tool siphons. This adds even more GP onto this. This is how it gets over 7 mil an hour. I made 5 mil just from opening up all of those keys, and then I'm going to make another 2 mil from those crystal tool siphons. That 2 mil is including the cost for the other components as well. When you look at the price check, I do have 1,034 Dragonstones. I have more than what I used in keys because sometimes they give you 2 half and loop half keys. You can combine them together while looting the chest and then loot even more. So I obviously gained an extra 56 keys just from those halves and combining them together. And then all of the other rune items and everything really do add up as well. Not only did I get all of this loot and the crystal tree blossoms, I got 4,500 corrupted ore and 300 motherlode more shards. That means I can have 30 days of the extra motherlode more by trading in the shards. 10 per day gives you a random decent reward. And then I've also got 3 hours worth of corrupted ore. They're really useful on trial hours and they're free smithing experience, which is really neat. This method is absolutely insane right now. So much money, so many useful things. Now let me just quickly talk about how to make those crystal tool siphons to make even more money. When it comes to those crystal tool siphons, the crystal tree blossoms from the chest give a guaranteed crystal part. So I got 41 of the blossoms, which means I got 41 crystal parts for the hour. One crystal tool siphon requires 10 of those crystal parts from the blossoms, 50 clear parts which can be easily got from unpowered orbs. Unpowered orbs give them all the time, You will get 50 clear parts in a couple of minutes. You also need 5 imbued components from battle staves, which will also only take a couple of minutes. They give them pretty damn commonly. So when it comes to selling the crystal tool siphons, they sell for over 850k each. Gathering those 50 clear parts and those 5 imbued components will cost around 350k. Most of this cost is the battle staves. This means you're going to make 500k quick and easy profit per siphon. These components take next to no time to disassemble for. It may add 5 to 10 minutes on top of this, but it will still even out to be 7 mil an hour pretty damn easily. And that's it for this video. It was only a short one, just showing off how good this method is right now. Hopefully the video was helpful to you. If it was, please give it a like. Subscribe if you're new for loads of future content all related to RuneScape 3. And until next time, see ya.